The space around the corner here is for the fridge freezer, so most of that height is going to be taken up by the fridge freezer. We might get a cupboard on top of it, or some kind of cubby hole, and then the rest of that top bit there is going to be cupboards, I think, as in the other side as well. Cupboards on the top. We've got the bunk beds made. I've got all the solar panels now wired up as well. I don't know if I made a video on that. I don't think I did. I found a place for the solar controllers, which is under there, and the isolator switches are at the back. Yeah, I might just make a quick video of that while I'm videoing. So yeah, I managed to get the battery monitor just hooked up at the moment, just roughly down there, so I can see what's happening. So as you can see, these LED lights pull 1.4 amps. That's the only thing that's working at the moment. Battery bank 12.8 volts. That's first thing in the morning. No solar yet. In fact, it's quite dark this morning, although it's about 8 o'clock. Yeah, I got the Propex heater in place as well. So I've had to cut away the insulation, but you can see how the floor depth here. So there's about almost 5 inches of insulation there on the floor. I'll probably leave this section free, I think, of any insulation, because once the boilers, once that heater's going, it'll need to dissipate some heat. I don't want to have it too restricted. And that join there is for that T section, is for the shower waste, and also the composting loo. The urine diverter is going to divert into there. So I've been talking about this composting loo that I was going to build. So here it is. So it's going to be a urine diverter composting loo, based on the separate system, where you're going to have a fan fitted here, and it's going to be on a telescopic tube that goes down there, and this is all theory, but it should work without it getting trapped underneath. And the idea is, of course, you use the loo the most during the day. What happens is that for most of the time the loo will be set up as like this in the shower cubicle, and then when you want to use the shower, you'll push excuse me, you'll push the loo backwards. Hard to show this while holding the camera, and we're on a bit of a tilt as well. So you'll push the loo backwards through the shaped piece of boarding that I'm going to fit here. You push the loo backwards and it'll sit under a cupboard. So this other bit here is going to be a wardrobe and shelves, wardrobe and drawers for clothes. So that'll slide under there, and then you'll be able to have a shower in the cubicle here. Now I haven't put it on runners because I wasn't sure whether the runners would be strong enough. So instead what I've done, this is all stuff that I had hanging around, so I've got this very thick aluminium track, and then I've got some casters under there, 4 of them, 1 in each corner, that the toilet is moving on. So that's the composting loo, or it will be once it's finished. Okay, so it's February the 19th now, and made quite a few changes to the van in this finalising period. Got a few things kind of finished off. So I got the shower mixer in. The toilet you've already seen, that's plumbed in. Just got to get a stay for the bottom so that when it's in its final position like there, there's like a stay or a hook just holds it in place. But yeah, that's all plumbed in and ready. So we've got a urine diverter, and then the composting part of the loo with the fans at the back, the ducting. I finished off the ceiling bit here, and although the fan isn't open, if I just open it, and then that's on extracting, so if we were having a shower it would extract. Just a cheap Chinese fan this, I think it was about 80 quid off eBay, 70, 80 quid, but it'll do the job. Got some few things to finish off, like I need to seal this. I might put some sealant first and then buy a rubber strip that goes on that should try and protect that. A few other sealant bits to do here, and other odds and sods, but there's probably less than a couple of hours left in here just finishing off. The door, of course, provides the sealing when you're in the shower, and we're also going to fit a wooden door just to this front bit, because you can kind of see through this perspex-y feel. The wardrobe, the plumbing is running through there now. I just had some offcuts of I think this is 9mm ply, so I've just covered the base with that. What I'm going to do next is fit a curtain pole, not curtain pole, a wardrobe pole here, and just get the length of hanging clothes, because I think it's going to come to about here, and then probably build a couple or maybe just one divider or shelf that we can put like sweaters or shoes or something, just to divide it off. And then I'm having 2 cupboard doors here, so half door to here, half door to there, so that you can open them much easier once the kitchen's in here, of course. Okay, so it's March the 13th, I think. I thought I'd do an update because I haven't done one in quite a while, and quite a few things changed. What we've got done in here, what I've decided to do in this shower to get around the problem with the hatch is I'm going to fit some press studs here all down the 2 sides of the aluminium track. There's one at this side as well, and then fit a little press stud shower curtain that can just be pressed on here right down to the ground there, and it'll get around this problem of any water leaking down the hatch. Fitted the shower head, so that's just done. the toilet of course is behind the hatch there. Down here I don't think much has changed. The fridge freezer of course is in and working. I fitted a bit more to the control panel here in anticipation of some electric stuff that's going to go in. I fit these little latching buttons. I managed to burn the LED out on this one, so I'm going to change that one because it'd be useful to have the LED showing so I know if something's on. One's going to be for, this one is already wired in for the fans for the composting loo. This one is going to be for the camera system, the 4 surveillance cameras. This one is going to be for LED lights sensors, so that I'm going to put them down both strips so that at night I could put this on, and if anybody walks by the van then the lights will come on and help give a better image for the cameras. And this one I've just put in as a spare because you always need a spare. I put a little charging USB thing here because I thought you could put a phone, mobile phone here or something to charge at night if you wanted. Here on this panel here, because this I need to remove sometimes to get to the 4-way switcher, we're going to put a little spice rack. So have the spices here where I can just have a handle on the rack. You can pull this out and get to the remotes when you need to. I've been testing the water system, so each of these lights is 50 litres, so you press it just to see what's on. I drained a bit down yesterday because you don't need a lot of water in here. So when it's on the red, that's on the 50 litres mark. Gas, you know about. At the moment the sun's just come up, it's 8:30 and we're just pulling in 14 amps, 15 amps. So when the weather's like this, whatever the fridge freezer is used at night, by 10 o'clock it'll be recharged. So nothing much has changed here, I don't think. Yeah, I did some rework here under here, just tidying the inverter up and wires. I checked the water reclamation system yesterday. That's going to come from the roof. The valves, you don't really need to see this, but under there's a way of sending water to the tank or sending it outside once that's plumbed in. I don't know if I filmed these, but we were going to put a cooker in, but after the tightness of the corridor it just wasn't going in. So what I've elected to do is just put a hob in. Now I was going to go for a 4 gas LPG hob, but I remember watching George Humble, and he was doing some tests on induction cooking. Now because of the massive solar I've got on here, I thought to myself, why not put these are dusty because I've been sanding things, but why not put a mixed system? So here we've got an induction hob, 2 burner, and here we've got a normal LPG 2 gas burner hob here. So in summer, when the solar's good, I'm thinking we'll use this and save on the gas, and then in winter, when the solar isn't so good, we'll go with the gas. But it all depends where you are and what solar pulling you've got.